Zachary Zwilenger eats people. He falls in love with them, courts them with flowers and balloons, and ultimately consumes them. A gigantic, modern-day black widow spider. Only male. And with fewer eyes. Zachary Zwilenger's intentions are neither vindictive nor intentional. His taste for his beloved is his one fatal flaw. Zachary Zwilenger doesn't actually eat people, per se, but that's just because he never falls in love with people, per se. He falls in love with things, people, that are kind of like people in the same way that they're kind of like food. Like strawberry shortcake, or the green M&M. Kind of like food, but kind of like, well, edible. Sugary, edible. Zachary Zwilenger is addicted to sugar. He's in love with things, people made of sugar. And it's a growing problem because A, man cannot live without his beloved, and B, man cannot live without his food. B would deprive him of A, and yet both are equally important and equally necessary for a satisfied and sustained life. It's a constant moral dilemma.
Oh, I am the worst person in the world. Everything I touch.
You fall in love with the wrong people.
But every time.
Love hurts.
Oh.
Love kills.
It's not love. I don't think it's love because that would be kind of depressing, wouldn't it?
Potentially.
I wanted to love her for the rest of my life, truly. But at the same time, I was always thinking, God, I hope she's not the one. I hope.
Well, maybe when the one comes, you won't feel like eating her.
But I like the girl because she's so kind and so sweet and so tasty and filled with delicious disaccharides. Then I realize the characteristics I find attractive in a woman, I also find attractive in food.
Well, you don't need to eat them. Sugar's an extra, you know, it's the cap on the pyramid.
But it's there! We're going on, you're not the only one who's importing 1.3 million tons of sugar.
You've got a substantial stake in the market.
We're a consumptive society. We consume. That's how we manage to stay strong. We spend and we spend and we eat and we eat. Don't you think there's something incredibly normal in all of this?
Falling in love with 120 pounds of sugar and carbs and then eating her?
Lauren, Americans eat and drink about 5 pounds of sugar a month.
We're talking a full-grown girl here, Zach, not a hamster.
Sugar is on the food pyramid.
Use sparingly.
Well, I use them. I just use people.
Not technically people.
It feels so dirty. I need to eat something. I am so hungry!
Zach's loves frequently resemble this, this, and this. Whereas most people's food pyramids look like this, Zach's pyramid often resembles this. Which is frustrating to me, at least, because his teeth look like this. His dad's a dentist. I think it's the fluoride. But how did we get to this point? How did mere addiction become another form of cannibalism? Well, it used to be the gingerbread woman, and when she went under, I figured that was that. He'd learn his lesson. I mean, anacondas only feed twice a year, and they're, you know, significant. Zach, unfortunately, is a hopeless romantic and a quick eater. His heart and his stomach mended in less than 2 months, and along came the sugar plum fairy. He's going to eat you.
Oh, but he has such perfect teeth!
Made for eating you!
Oh, strawberry shortcake, she asked for it. With all that cake and strawberries. I'm low carb, 20% sucrose.
Suit yourself. He only brushes once a day.
It's not that I don't love him. I consider myself a trusting person, but did you ever watch Gaslight?
No.
It's kind of like that. Constantly wondering, is Charles Boyer, or in this case, Zachary, attempting to murder me? And in the process making me question my own sanity?
No, dear.
But other than the wife murder thing, I got all I could ask for. Say something, Zachary. Say something.
Malapropism.
Oh! Another!
Presentation.
Oh, Zachary! Such a beautiful mouth!
With one purpose only.
Honey,
Yes.
did you just lick me? Did you just lick my...
Hear what, dear?
Never mind. What do you want out of this relationship?
What?
What do you want with me?
I don't want anything. I just want you here with me.
Well, that's good. Zachary,
Yes.
whatever happened to strawberry shortcake?
Huh?
Strawberry shortcake. You said she disappeared.
She's gone.
Yes, dear, but how?
Dwelling on the past, aren't we? Sweet.
Sweet.
Dear. Darling. Pumpkin. Honey. Sugar pie.
Oh, to think they all warned me about you.
Me?
Oh, you know, eating and all.
Eating? What would I be eating?
Absurd. It was such perfect tea. Dessert?
Oh, yes, dessert. I could fall in love with an animal if it were presented properly.
I know. Natural sugar.
Really, love is love, it is love.
You're avoiding the situation.
How so?
It's inevitable.
You don't know that.
You eat the sugar plum fairy, you feel really bad about it, you get all heartbroken. Just avoid it. 6 billion people in the world, trillions of tons of sugar. You know what's going to happen.
But isn't that what makes love wonderful?
Funny, I could have sworn that's what makes love painful.
The unpredictability, the sudden twists and turns it'll take. The knowing that even though something horrible and terrible is about to happen, life goes on and people live and love and make mistakes.
It's not really unpredictability.
Not that anything horrible and terrible is about to happen, of course.
Of course.
You should try it sometime.
Eating a boyfriend?
No, getting one.
And go through that drama?
It's better to have loved and lost than...
Shut up.
It won't happen this time.
I bet.
Zachary! Dessert!
Promise?
I don't understand it. If it looks like a train wreck and talks like a train wreck and tastes like 120 pounds of sugar, well, chances are you shouldn't let yourself fall madly in love with it. He's kind of like Elizabeth Taylor, just wanting to be loved. The only difference is he can't eat Richard Burton twice.